Hello guys and welcome to Base Watches, looking for the best men's watches to buy. Just like choosing the best cars, wines, cookware, or mobile devices, the answer will depend on your personal preferences, practical needs, and budget. Whether you're into elegant and dressy timepieces to impress your coworkers, or you prefer a tougher, stylish watch that can withstand the beach or the racetrack, or perhaps you're a tech nerd looking for a watch that fits your style, our comprehensive list of the top 10 men's watches will cover you in every popular category. We've included several brands, styles, price points, and categories, so let's get started without further ado. The Bulova Lunar Pilot is an homage to the Bulova chronograph worn by U.S. astronaut Dave Scott on the Moon during the Apollo 15 mission. Visually, the new Lunar Pilot is a faithful recreation, retaining the curvy case shape and distinctive elongated pushers of the original. The dial is mostly similar too, except for the addition of a date window at 4:30 and the label 262 kHz at 6 o'clock within the running second subdial. Some enthusiasts will turn up their noses at this piece because it has a quartz movement, but Bulova's high-performance quartz movement buzzes away at 262 Hz, which is 8 times the frequency of typical quartz movements and has an accuracy of plus or minus 5 seconds per month. In 2023, Bulova released new models in the Lunar Pilot collection with smaller case dimensions that more closely evoke the original 1970s watch. You can read about the entire collection here. The original Seiko Speedtimer, released in 1969, was among the world's first self-winding chronograph watches, equipped with the legendary caliber 6139. When Seiko revived the Speedtimer as part of its sport-oriented Prospex collection, it decided to eschew the automatic mechanical movement in favor of a new, high-tech, solar-powered one, caliber V192, which enhances reliability and runs up to 6 months on a single charge from any light source. The motorsport-inspired tachymeter scale is etched into the stationary bezel, and the dial's intuitive design uses red detailing for the central seconds hand and the elapsed minutes hand on the 6 o'clock subdial at 6 o'clock for easy reading of the chronograph displays. The date window is nestled unobtrusively between the indexes at 4 and 5 o'clock, helping to enhance the overall legibility of the sunray finish dial. The Telemeter 1938 was launched in the fall of 2022 and is designed to resemble vintage watches. The watch has a dual-register chronograph dial with subdials that are framed by railway track scales and concentrically oriented spiral scales. It comes with a built-in stopwatch that can be used in conjunction with a telemeter to measure the wearer's distance from a visible and audible event, such as a lightning strike. Additionally, it has a tachometer that can measure speeds over a specified distance. The original 1938 watch, made by Tissot for ski racing, has sword-shaped hands and period-appropriate Arabic numerals, which are also included in this model. The watch's new automatic movement, the ETA Valgua 05, stores 68 hours of power and includes an anti-magnetic Navacron hairspring for increased accuracy. The Heuer Monaco watch was introduced in 1969, but it became a pop culture icon 2 years later when Steve McQueen, the legendary actor and king of cool, wore it in the 1971 movie Le Mans. This particular model is the first Monaco watch that comes with an in-house Heuer 02 movement, which has a vintage look that is true to the original blue, square-faced watch that McQueen made famous. It packs an impressive 80-hour power reserve and has 2 square subdials that make it easily recognizable from a distance. Breitling's Premier Collection is a revival of a classic men's model from 1943. The collection was initially launched in 2018 with automatic movements. In 2021, new models featuring historically appropriate manually wound calibers were introduced. One of the most notable models is the Premier B9 Chronograph 40 with a 40mm steel case and an unusual pistachio green dial. The watch is powered by Breitling's Caliber B9, a manual winding version of the self-winding B1, equipped with a column wheel, vertical clutch, and 70 hours of power reserve. The design of the Premier Collection features grooved lines on the sides of the cases, inspired by speed, and beveled speedometer-style hands for the hours and minutes that are treated with lume. Probably best known as the watch that Tom Cruise wore in Top Gun, the Porsche-designed Chronograph was one of the first steel wristwatches with a black PVD coating, helping usher in the still popular all-black look. Its dashboard-inspired design includes a tachymeter-scale bezel and high-contrast hands and subdials. The newest version, released in commemoration of the model's 50th anniversary, houses an in-house automatic caliber. Zenith has made a significant contribution to the history of watchmaking with the introduction of the El Primero Chronograph caliber in 1969. One of the earliest watches to include this groundbreaking high-frequency automatic movement has recently been revived for a modern audience, known as the Chronomaster Original. The watch has a modest 38mm steel case, similar to the dimensions of the sought-after vintage model, Ref. A 386. The El Primero's integrated stopwatch, which can accurately measure times to 1/10 of a second, is displayed behind a sapphire caseback. The Rolex Oyster Perpetual Cosmograph Daytona was first introduced in 1963. It is a wristwatch with a manual wind chronograph movement and a steel case. The timepiece was named after the famous racetrack and has been produced in various versions ever since. The Daytona is closely associated with the high-performance world of motorsport and is considered one of the most sought-after watches in the world. Even after 50 years of its creation, the Daytona still holds a significant place in the world of luxury watches. It has evolved with time, incorporating Rolex in-house movements and modern materials like the proprietary cerachrom for the tachymeter bezels. The Datograph, launched in 2012, combines a flyback chronograph with a large, outsized date indication, a hallmark of the Glachette-based brand. The dial is crafted from solid silver, with solid gold appliques and hour markers and rhodium gold hands. The up and down in a watch's name refers to the power reserve indicator, with off, up, representing the maximum power reserve of 60 hours, and AB, down, warning the wearer with its red gold arrow that the mainspring's energy has been depleted. The bulky analog-digital Seiko watch that Hollywood action hero Arnold Schwarzenegger strapped on his wrist in testosterone-driven blockbusters Commando and Predator. Reference H558, nicknamed the Arnie, has recently been resurrected within Seiko's sporty, performance-focused Prospex collection, retaining the bulky tuna can case of the original, emblematic of many Seiko divers since the 1960, while replacing its standard quartz movement with a modern, solar-powered version. The Prospex's steel case is even larger than the originals, which measured just under 46 millimeters and boast an ISO-certified 200 meters of water resistance. Its array of functions, displayed on the digital screen at 12 o'clock, include a 1/100-second chronograph, daily alarms, a full calendar, and an LED illuminating light function that adds even more clarity to the dial's already impressive array of luminous coated elements. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Base Watches for more captivating content about the world of horology. And if any of the featured watches caught your eye, be sure to check the links in the description for more information. Stay tuned to Base Watches for future videos where we continue to showcase the best watches from around the world. Until next time, keep ticking and stay stylish with Base Watches. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.